God of Biafra, Adupamoyi.
Brother Masipala, Makele, Sikati, where is Sikilo Basamu? Yes, your Emma, yes, my own, you were in the game. Yamanabu Kadam, you were yes, and you were in the Peru.
Melody down. Okay, Chukuchin, so greetings. Chipado. Otutu Muruni. Okay, sir. Once you drop, ready, drop all the link. Governor Bianara Biafra. Bianara Biafra. Okay, to go. You went to be 6 Central, Sharon Machina. No wait, Sunday. Greetings. Akara kamsina chuku wanguru Victoria Conqua. Ndom sina chuku akara kamsina chi. Afamule. yakene na mkpụrụ ịkụrụ n'uwe pugo nne m bịakene na mkpụrụ ịkụrụ n'uwe pugo Nneọma ka ha ji mara uru Biafra bara daalụkwanụ ndị ọma na-ege ntị ekene m onye ukwu kene onye nta kene nwoke kene nwaanyị wee sị nya maalụ gị mma ebe ọ bụ na isi nya maalụ gị mma asị m ka ọ maalụ gị mma nke onye chinya zelu asị m mmiri ata na mazụ anwụ na daalụkwanụ ndị ọma na-ege ntị abịago m n'ụbọchị nke taata ka m gbasa ozi ọma Chineke maka na ọlụ m bụ ịgbasa ozi ọma Chineke ụtụtụ na ehihie n'abalị until maazị apụta. Okwu m n'ụbọchị nke taata, what does the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mean to you? In other words, what do you understand by the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Kedu ife ịghọta the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, nwere onwe Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ka ihe ọ bụ to you, ka ife ịghọta n'ime ọ ihe m ga-akọwa taata. Mana before ngaba n'iru ka mkpokwu okike kele ụwa otu onye na-ekpesere agụ ọmụma amasị ugwu n'ala atụ egwu ọbata obie anụ kpọnkụ na-eju ọnụ agbanwe dịka izu agbagharị anya otu onye na-asụ na abịala nka nke enyi na-achị igwe enyi ọsọ oji ntanta ma asụ ọhịa oke were osimiri uye nna m ha chi nke nna m ha na-ekene m gị n'ụbọchị nke taata wee na-asị gị ka ị nara ekene na alụmbunye elu ọjịja mma na otito onye adịchasịara ha nsọ gị eze ebube nna m akpọkụ gị n'ụbọchị nke taata wee na-asị gị ka m bịagoro ịgbasa ozi ọma Chineke nna bịa buolu m ụzọ kpere m azụ wepụlụ m ndị uke wepụlụ m ma ọba anyị wepụlụ m ndị distraction wepụlụ m ha ncha niile nna bịa gbaa m ume ekwene ka ndapụ ekwene ka ndaghachi azụ ekwene ka ndị alịlị nna ana m ayọ gị nke ma kwere na ị ga-emerụ m ya eze ebube ana m aharụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu wee na-etinye gị n'aka wee na-asị gị nna ka ị bịa gbuo oli ụzọ kpere azụ ebe ọ bụla ọ nọ n'ụbọchị nke taata nna ziga ndị mmụọ ozi gị ziga chi nna nna anyị ha ziga ndị ihe mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Biafra ka ọ ga-chekwebe maazị ka ọ chee maazị n'ụtụtụ chee maazị n'ehihie chee maazị n'abalị nna maazị amanwụchu chekwebe ezinụlọ maazị chekwebe lọlọ Uchechi Okwu Kanu chekwebe onye ọbụla ayọm gị nke a ma kwere na ị ga-emelụ m ya nna chekwebe ndị ESN niile chekwebe ndị awa legal team chekwebe onye ọbụla wee na-asị gị ka ị bịa melụ m ka m si wee yọọ gị n'ụbọchị nke taata ise daalụkwanụ ndị ọma na-ege ntị ekene m nwoke na nwaanyị wepụtara ohere ya iji wee ege ntị n'ụbọchị nke taata wee sị anyị abịago ka anyị mụọ ma mụtakwa ịkụzielu m nkụzielu gị mgbasalụ gị oziọma ịgbasalụ m oziọma maka na ife mmụta n'ebe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ consistency, resolute and focus bụ are the things Maazị always repeat. Ọbụla every time ị na-agbasaga without ịma the reason eji agbasaga Many things nemo underground. Many things naga underground, which mua take myself na mua mapota na social media biakuwe everything men underground because it's not part of my job. Or part of my job. And onwelo onyo dimma niye naga nani because our gallant men and women are going down on a daily basis. Manabuli yaiga biakube. This is not the time I have point waka onyena mastermind there, but Biafrans knows who is masterminding it. And when the time comes, onyobuna yenya account before me, and onyobuna gabon koli. Makani yai ne maybe ifemmo. Imane ne beku ifemmo, for that maria be ifemmo, for the chena ifemmo bo. Idina nani tibe holy Nnamdi Kanu is our. That is not ifemme ne. When the time comes, you will know the definition because onwebe honye ga-agwa gị ihe eji ekweloji ise ka tụpụgodolu nkịta na ọkpụ outside happy ihe anya na ndị mmụọ ga-aga mgbe oge ahụ ulu amalụ who is stable and who is not stable. Mana nke ihe m ga-enye gị assurance bụ na nobody will escape the wrath of judgment in the restoration of Biafra. No born of a human being unless you die before the restoration of Biafra and you don't give birth to children. That is the only way you can escape the wrath of judgment in Biafra land. Everything is being documented and recorded. So don't think you can play smart or you can use instigation to get relevance before any person. We are whiter than white and we are whiter than snow. On this moment, Kanga na the reason you ever here no bachin. As it is now, what is the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What does that mean to you? Or what do you understand by the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu? That is the topic I will treat here today. First of all, I want to ask you, do mazi Nnamdi Kanu have freedom? And what is the freedom? What do you know about the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What type of freedom are you fighting for mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And what type of freedom are you fighting for Biafrans? What type of freedom do you want for Biafrans? Everyone. What type of freedom do you want for us? What type of freedom do you want for Mazi Achebepo? Because it's not, when you talk about freedom, it's not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS, custody, suffering for the sin of the people, the sin of the masses, for our sins. That is the suffering Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is suffering today. The question today is, who is going to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom from DSS? Who is going to free him? And what type of freedom are you going to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Get the type of freedom are you fighting to give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS? Is it freedom to bail him out and he will travel back to the UK? Is it freedom to bring him out and send him back to Kenya? Is it freedom to bring him out and send him to Alfari Bek? Is it freedom to bring him out where some senators and high-profile people will stand as a surety that he will never travel out of Abuja? The kind of freedom Sowore is having today. Is it the kind of freedom that he will never be in the midst of more than 10 people? What type of freedom? Is it the freedom that he will never talk about Biafra? What type of freedom do you want for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What do you mean? What do you understand by the word freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because many people, both dog and goat, human beings, lions and elephants, mad people, musicians, everybody is talking free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The question I want to ask you is this: what type of freedom do you want for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What type of freedom do you want for Ohamadike? And how can you give him that freedom? What can draw that freedom to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What can bring that total liberation? What type of freedom? Do you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free and bring his family back home and they will feel comfortable without anyone attacking the family, without anyone attacking him, without anyone questioning his movement, without him answerable to anyone? What type of freedom do you want for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What do you know that is freedom? Now I will bring it detail by detail because You don't know what you are fighting for. Many people are in this very struggle, but they don't know what freedom is all about. Then all they need is, we want referendum, but the criteria that will bring the referendum to the table, you are afraid of it. You are scared to say it. You are scared to embark on it. You are scared to grab that very freedom, that criteria, that thing that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free. Now, let me tell you the kind of freedom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need the freedom to come out from DSS on a condition that he need a shorty. That is not a freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need a freedom that he need Senitehi Naya Baribe, Ike Kweremado, Devu Mahi to stand and the 100 plot of land in Abuja and 100 million naira to be deposited before he can get bail. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need that kind of freedom. That is not a freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that is not the type of freedom me, MAP, Ezoku Bundu, want for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is not a freedom. I don't need Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need a freedom where you will give him paper on a table to sign that when you come out, you will not be in the midst of 100 people. You cannot campaign. That is not a freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is not a freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need a freedom where you will tell him, come, you are free now, but you will not travel out of Abuja. That is not a freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need a freedom where you will now take him back to Kenya. That is not a freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need a freedom where you will now say, okay, he have won the case, or you take the next available flight to go to London and reside there. That is not a freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need a freedom where you will not tell, oh, you have won in the court. Take 1 billion, take 100 billion, or you go back to Israel. That is not a freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? A freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom that that freedom is not in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's palm. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not lie in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's shoulder. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not lie in the hands of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Where is the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lie in the palm, in the shoulder of Biafrans, every Biafran all over the Biafran land. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the restoration of Biafra lies in the shoulder of every Biafrans. I will explain it to you for we to understand what type of freedom do you want for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Kefi Mabu freedom. When you say that someone is free, when you say that someone have gotten his freedom, somebody is now free from this, what is that freedom? What do you know about the freedom? The freedom is Biafran exit, disintegration of Nigeria. When you restore Biafra, automatically you have restored the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When we restore Biafra nation, Biafran country, you have automatically restored the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the restoration of Biafra. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the restoration of Biafra. Because if you are expecting that you will bring lawyer and lawyer with one case and you give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom, automatically you are endangering the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are endangering the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the restoration of Biafra. The freedom Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is looking for is a freedom where he will bring Nnameka home, where he will bring his wife home, where the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be comfortable in his own house, in his own father's land, in his own father's compound, in his own father's land, and he will be moving freely. If he want to trek, he will trek without any harassment, without any condition that he must not do this, without any condition. That is the freedom that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need. And how can you get the freedom? Can Mazi Nnamdi Kanu alone bring that freedom from DSS? No. Can that freedom fly from UK to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No. Can that freedom come from Israel to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? No. Can that freedom come from Kenya? No. Can that freedom come from Abuja? No. Where will that freedom come from? That freedom will come from the old Eastern region. That freedom will come from Ijo. That freedom will come from Urugu. That freedom will come from Anambra. That freedom will come from Ishekiri. That freedom will come from Ebonyi. That freedom will come from Enugu. That freedom will come from Abia. That freedom will come from Delta. That freedom will come from River. That freedom will come from all the states that made up Biafran land. That is exactly where that freedom will come from. That is the way that freedom will come from. And how can that freedom come there? We need to plan what we call action. We need action. In action lies the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Remember, I told you people that there will be no political solution without its ingredient. So you cannot seek and get that very freedom you desire or you admired through broadcasting or through anything talking. You can only get that freedom through your actions, through your collaborations, through your unity, through your effort, collective effort, and do something reasonable, tangible. That is the only thing that will give you freedom. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the hands of and in the shoulder of the Biafrans. What are we doing to give him this freedom? What are we doing to make sure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gets freedom? The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not all about who talk more. It's all about the Biafrans. So for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to have a total freedom, you don't need to campaign for free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No. What you need to go for is Biafra referendum. Request for Biafra referendum. What are you going to do to get Biafra referendum? What are you going to do to get Biafra referendum? It is something you must embark on. A referendum is taken. Something must bring a referendum on the table. And that referendum lies the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra referendum lies the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because even if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu agreed to drop the Biafra agitation and sign, he will come out. But did he have the freedom? No. No matter any amount you have, you still under the Janjaweed slave. You are not free. I am not free. You that is talking now is not free. You are not free. You are a slave to Fulani, not even a slave to white people. If you are a slave to the white people, you are second class. But you are a slave to a foolish, uncircumcised, uneducated Fulani man. You are a slave and the Uneko. You are nothing but a slave to another slave. Oru non oru. Oru nkegi boru anakulo mmili. Akulo oru ki mmili. Your own oru is that is undiluted. Oru. That is why you need to rise up to do something for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. That is why you need to rise up and know that this man has sacrificed a lot for you. That is why you need to rise up to know that this man needs your actions. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not the person that will free himself from that place. It's me and you that we free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Obonaginabo gave free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freeing himself and freeing us. No. That is why I tell you that we need what we call civil disobedience and economic sanction. These are the sacrifice Biafrans need to give, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have paid his own price. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have also given his own. It's time for you to give your own. What price are you ready to pay for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out? What price are you ready to give for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out? What price are you ready to pay? What are you going to do for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out? It's all about our freedom. It's all about Biafra restoration. It's all about action that will lead to a round table. It's all about what will make us come in a round table to discuss about Biafra referendum, about Biafra restoration. Because as it is now, you are a slave. You cannot restore anything. You cannot give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu any freedom without Biafra restoration, because it's Biafra restoration that will restore the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't have freedom as I am speaking to you. No Biafrans in both home and away that have freedom until we start doing something that will draw the round table. That is why when I tell you people that we need action, because anyamaga bubegbe no baya aya diloma, since him and him no aya and the dilo willing he give up in the restoration of Biafra, what can you do to restore Biafra? You have only two options to restore Biafra: either Nicholia by pieces or Ichonia by peace. And the only way to prevent pieces is by embarking on the civil disobedience and the economic sanction. These are the only thing that will give you a peaceful freedom, that even when you have your landed and the housing and the fixed properties in the north, west, you can be able to retain them. But if you say no, in the other way around, it's simple that now you will take it by pieces. Forget about your properties and every asset. In Nugu, in West, you will lose everything. You will only have what you want in Biafra, in Biafra land. Now, if I name Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that's total freedom. The only thing in game now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't need to give you order from DSS, because he is under their custody. He is the supreme leader, no doubt about it. He is Ejechag, no doubt about it. He is the founder, no doubt about it. But he left people behind. Those people that he fight for, those people that he is fighting for, those people that he is working for, those people that he is trying to liberate, who have the chance to go and free him. This is the time. This is the time for you to rise up. This is the time for you to do that thing that is very, very necessary to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because this is a journey. At this point, in the buying na-atụ inu si na mgbe ị na-akwa mmadụ ka ị na-akwa onwe gị, mgbe mmadụ na-akwa ozu onye ọzọ ka ọ na-akwa onwe ya. At this point of time, when you are fighting to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are fighting to free yourself, because the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the total liberation of a black race. The moment Biafrans will rise up and give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, you are not just giving the freedom to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are giving the freedom to the Biafrans and yourself. But this freedom comes with a huge task, comes with a high, you have to pay that price. At this point of time, Where are the people that Mazi give the Mazi give this movement into? What are they doing to free Mazi? What actions? We have many ways to kill a rat. You cannot engage Nigeria with gun and bullet. Good and fine. But there is a way you will engage them to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you come to the Biafran agitation, apart from Ojukwu, nobody have ever united Biafrans to fight for Biafran restoration this way. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done it. If we allow this opportunity to restore Biafra, if we sleep and this opportunity move out of our hand, in 1,000 years, Biafran will suffer more times 100 of what they are seeing today. And that way to restore Biafra, the only thing you can do now to restore Biafra is to embark on a journey of sacrifice, is to embark in a journey of sweat, is to embark on a journey of cry, is to embark on a journey of lose and before you get, is to embark on a journey of bringing out blood as a heat. You must, as a matter of must, you say the word, let me use the word must. You must suffer because the Israel you are claiming today did not pass through desert, did not pass through wilderness without giving some sacrifice. Even they sacrificed almost full generation. What sacrifice are you ready to make now? What type of sacrifice are we Biafrans ready to make now? What? I am asking you. What type of sacrifice are you ready to make? Now, let me come to the sacrifice that Biafrans can make now. If you like, bail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you like, hire 100 million lawyers. This sacrifice must be made before Biafra will be restored. Without this sacrifice, no Biafra, nobody will talk about Biafra. Me and you know that the UK, which is United Kingdom, cannot restore Biafra for us. Me and you know that the British also is also United Kingdom, cannot restore Biafra for us. Me and you know that Israel cannot restore Biafra for us. Me and you know that France cannot restore Biafra for us. Me and you know that Germany cannot restore Biafra for us. Me and you know that ECOWAS cannot restore Biafra for us. Me and you know that UN cannot restore Biafra for us. But we can use them as a stepping stone. We can draw them to make them restore the Biafra for us by our actions. Ask yourself, have you seen any UN soldier parading themselves in any peaceful country? The answer is no. The answer is no. If you hire 1 billion lawyers, you can only pay Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on a condition. And on a condition that will put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in a tight corner. What is that thing that you know or you think that can bring Biafra and give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom? What is the freedom all about? What is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom mean to you? Total liberation. Total liberation. Total freedom. Now, how can we get it? And where can we get it? We can get Biafra restoration. We can get the world talking about Biafra through our actions. We can get Biafra restoration through any journey. That is difficult journey, that difficult road, that tiny road, because they tell you that the road to the success is very narrow, very risky. Very risky. And one of that mission, one of that road is this. Monday sit at home, which is the represent the civil disobedience and economic sanction. When you say this economic sanction remain the only one thing that you will use to draw the attention of the people who don't want to talk about Biafra. Campaign is coming. General election is coming. Everybody will turn to a green snake under a green grass today because of 2023 general election. Go and mark this word from MAP Ezokubundo. You will never see any politician from today that I am telling you this. You will never see from today any politician that can talk ills against IPOB. You know why? Because all their eyes is in 2023 presidential election and the general election. Nothing more. They want to pipe low and they praise IPOB. You will think they are with you. These people got power. That is a hag and no finance. Because they will pretend to be with you. They will tell you, I am going to Abuja to negotiate. Pipe low, calm down. We will follow a political solution. We will do it on a round table. Ask yourself, do you have something that you will present in that table? If I draw the round table for you today, what will you present on that your table that you are doing to bring the Biafra restoration? What are you holding to bring on your table for you to ask for Biafra restoration? You must have something in your hands. You don't go to war with empty hand. A dog vans and that is a dog van. Hold something. Be a man. The people of Biafra need to rise up to fight for their leader. If you love mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what is the sacrifice you are ready to make to free mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If you love mazi Nnamdi Kanu and you claim to be a Biafran, what are you ready to do for mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be free? What is that thing you think you can offer? Are you good in gossiping? You good in saga? Ask yourself, how can your saga and gossiping free mazi Nnamdi Kanu from DSS? If not bringing mockery to IPOB and mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The question you will ask yourself, is there any possible way any politician who is under oath to protect Nigeria can talk about you when you are not doing anything? They can never, because they will look you and say you are irrelevant. They will look you and say that you are inconsequential. They will look you and say that you know nothing. They will look you and say, I beg you, continue talking. After you talk finish, you go and sit down. Nobody will talk to you because you have not drawn their attention. You have not drawn the attention. The only way to draw the attention of everyone, not only the governors, because the governors will not jump out when you embark on the civil disobedience. The governors will not jump out when you go for civil disobedience. The people that will persuade those governors are these elderly statesmen. The people who say, I am not Biafra, it's not of my concern. I love it. If you bring Biafra, we enjoy it. Let me go to the market. You have to make everybody come in to pay the price of restoration of Biafra. Because during the war, everybody fight. During the war, people fight. Nobody is left behind. At this point of time, you don't need to leave anyone behind. You have to bring everybody. Let them be clapping there. So let them be running. Anyhow, whatever they have, they bring it. If you go on a civil disobedience, which is the total lockdown of Biafra land, that man, that agadi naturally kuku. That's an elder. No. Naturally kuku. That's an old man. See, it's none of my business. I have done, my children are in America. All I can let them bring money. When you go for civil disobedience, Bank will not function. He will not go to bank to withdraw that money then sent to him. He will be forced to speak what is happening. You need to force men to speak. You don't beg men to talk about Biafra referendum. You force them by implementing what we consign them. You make them your stepping stone. You force them to come and speak. Whether negative or bad, the important thing that the person must speak about Biafra. When the person speaks, he will give his own reason. You will know how to take that reason and correct some certain things. People will be against him. Ask yourself, when you are doing something, you don't know what the person think about you. You don't know if the person really support you or not. But when you force them to speak, then you will know his or her mind. Because in every hypocrisy, there is an atom of truth on it. In every lies, there is an atom of truth. In every, there is no smoke without fire. Hold them by their words. Hold them with the words that comes out from their mouth. The truth remains that we ask yourself, why did mazi Nnamdi Kanu change the IPOB dimension to this very dimension that we are about to lose again? Do you know, as of 2012, 2012, 2013, 2014, can you people tell me how IPOB are being described? IPOB are being described as miscreant, jobless, and the hungry people, right? But mazi Nnamdi Kanu never relent. He keep on the awareness. Everything was step by step. At this point of time, we have passed the stage of creating awareness for Biafra restoration. The kind of awareness we should be passing now is the awareness of the actions we need to be taking, so that the people of Biafra will be aware of what we are about to do, so that you will not take Biafrans unaware. In 2014, they described you as miscreant. 2015, jobless people carrying flag up and down. 2016, they are useless, jobless youth. But 2021, do you know that people started immediately? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. In fact, 2021, yes, if I'm not mistaken, because ESN was created in December 2020. Then 2021, when men do you know that the tune changed? Some people started talking positive. At Babazia round table as of that time. In my idea, when mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, Monday sit at home only once. Do you know that no one able Ebube Monso volunteered himself to go and negotiate? Reverend Father Mbaka started speaking. Many stakeholders started talking. Where are they today? Because you have lost that your test. Obulu no dogwe melifo ju ebulu odogwu umuazi donya vam obulu na agwo emelifo ju ebulu agwo umuazi eweli eke nku. That is what I am telling you here. What are you doing? Kefi neme? The people in a kwokwefa, the people eba haselinli, you don't need to beg them there. You don't need to beg Germany. You don't need to beg France. You don't need to beg Britain. Onwere fefa na eri na anani. Nwanne onye bia na beg amanye goda. Ama no na sigi bia lie na your own house. Madu no na beg bia na beg a visitor. No na your own house sigi bia lie. Don't you know that something is wrong that place? At that moment, ki ejima that now this person other advisor for me as a visitor. This person is seeing himself or herself as the landlord. You need to chase the person out. That is what is holding Biafran down. We are in our land. A Fulani man is telling us what to do and what not to do. What are you talking? Do you know the worst thing that will happen to a man is for you to become a slave in your father's house? Gate man na your own compound. You see it? You see it? That is why Njagunu that the hour has come. The hour has come. Princess Chukuma, congratulations. You are here by block. I'm here by mazi. That is why Njagunu that you need to do something for people to understand that you need something. You cannot be a beggar all the time. You can't be begging for your own right in your own house because it is your right. Because ikwesịrị ịma ihe ikwesịrị ime. Kedu ife anyị na-eme ka anyị nye Maazị Nnamdi Kanu the freedom ọ na-achọ? What are we doing to free Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, total freedom for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu? What are we doing? Ka ife anyị na-eme? Kedu ife anyị na-eme? As it is, mgbe gboo Igbos a na-atụfu ụjọ. Keta we are that is anyị nwabozi ụjọ a na-atụ anya atụ. We are afraid of every fowl and chicken. We are afraid. We love freedom, but we are afraid to do the things that will give us freedom. Ka ife ga-enye anyị freedom? Ihe ga-enye anyị freedom bụ two things. Either na anyị ga-agbaba egbe mbụ ọgụ, which is na onwere onye na campaign for it, or na anyị follow the civilized countries. Ihe ndị civilized countries na-eme. Nwanne country na-achọ freedom anaghị ebuild economy. A country that is looking for freedom don't build economy. Because what if you build that economy without your freedom and you go into war, last, kedife that your freedom, that economy build, kedifo get what? Will they destroy it or not? All of them will be vanity upon vanity. So you get your freedom before you build the economy. There is no economy without freedom. If you build the economy without freedom, that economy will be wasted because your enemy will use it to hook you. So, that is why in Ghana, the whole world today, there is even the white Western world, the rule of law. They fought for their own freedom. There is no any white man country that did not fight for their freedom before they gain their freedom. God bless it. War is what leads you to freedom. In 21st century, they now bring later on they now introduce what we call civil disobedience, a means of registering your anger and fighting for your own without to avoid war. And that means is what we are afraid, which means now already freedom. We are not ready for freedom. We are there. You want freedom, but you don't want to pay the sacrifice. You don't want to pay the price. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knows the value of freedom. He pays the price. The price of mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is the price mazi Nnamdi Kanu pay? He sacrificed his family. Objilo ha go ego. Ojilo ha we nalun supernatural power. But okwe ka ha nwo n'ihi freedom mụ na gị na-abụ. That is why Muajia campaign for economic sanction, and I want the leadership to look into it, to implement it. This is the right time for you to do everything. If Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out that place, if Biafra restoration will be in 1 year, once Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is out, it will be 3 to 4 years, because the people who supposed to free him with the freedom of Biafra are sleeping and they are coward. You are running for a man like you. You know, boss. If you don't pay the price, you cannot get your freedom. The price is your blood. The price is your sweat. The price is your anything you can sacrifice, your wealth. If we be mazi achebeno ikebi ike ibulu okike ibulu zobu man ordinary Fulani 10 years Fulani gba ọja inu ọma amele na akwa 10 years Fulani gba ọja, you will piss in your clothes. So what are you now telling people that you are? If on negosi that nemaho that you are, that is nemaho the value of what you have or what you are asking or what you are seeking for. Everything where price oja. You as a freedom fighter, you as a group, and you want something, you have only registered your anger. You give them the sign. It's left for them to come and ask you what you want. The Biafrans have given them the sign. No come and do this thing from DSS custody. You don't mean well for you don't mean well for Mazi. You don't mean well for Mazi, because Mazi have lectured us and give us the tips of what we want. John Wegi, Keki Geji draw a condition ye free Mazi without hooking Mazi. You have to leave Mazi and start doing something, campaigning for that ideology that put Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in detention. You need to push for it. As it is, I na go for referendum. I put that obulo protest I na gazi free Mazi. It's not free Mazi. Protest kweshiribu Biafra referendum. Everything I kweshiri present will yabu Biafra referendum. Mazi will come in when they ask you who is the leader of this movement that is asking for Biafra referendum. You will now explain them that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of this very movement, is the founder of this very movement, and he is in the hands of DSS in dungeon in the zoo. Because when you free Mazi, condition is free. Condition of this kind of freedom or show your freedom to reside only in Abuja, your freedom. Or is it the kind of free Mazi in 2015 that 2017 that almost consumed his own life? Is that the kind of freedom you want to give to Mazi? Ihe kwesịrị ịdị na-ekwu okwu ya na mbụ that there will be nothing move in Biafra land. Every Biafran land today should be locked and chained. Mgbe akọ ga-eji metụta gọvanọ, mgbe akọ ga-eji metụta senator, mgbe akọ ga-eji metụta House of Assembly, mgbe akọ ga-eji metụta House of Representative, mgbe akọ ga-eji metụta chairman, mgbe akọ ga-eji metụta onye igwe, mgbe akọ ga-eji metụta onye ukwu, metụta onye nta, ha agbaghaliwazie. Ha agbaghaliba. Ị na-ekwu na na-asị, what will our people eat? Mma jụọ gị, during the war, ka ife our people na-eli? Ka ife ọ dị gị ka nye ga-emegide tata ka wee kwụsịkwa okwu Biafra? Ọ dị gị ka ya ga-akọgide akụkọ without sacrifice ka Biafra bịa? The answer is no. The power to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lie in the hands of Biafra people. Ọ dị n'aka Biafran people, ọ dịrọ n'aka Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have laid the foundation. Kita Mazi Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'aka ndị ilo. All the people called Izili, ije gba ama, ije mee ife ka ewepụta Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are talking about economy. Do you have economy? Do you have economy? Ma jụọ gị, kedu afọ economy? When you talk about economy, do you have economy? Ịchọ ndị ji ego na Nigeria, ndị Igbo ji ego. We don't have money. We are just making noise. Onye jide 2 million or bịa 500,000 na Facebook a na-akọrị aka. Many people in Afro have ego on a loan, have take it from bank. You will be ashamed. You will be saying, why are they spending money this way? Some of ndị Igbo ga-eje bilego kai weje marriage na efe ego. Ụfọdụ ga-ebilego na ezuzu. When you talk about economy, which people are building the economy? Is it the East? Ndị na-build the economy will not, because the Northerners are the Nigerians. They know that they own that country, that you are a visitor. That is why only Dangote njalu cement, na lo tomatoes and the spaghettis. Only Dangote nwe license ilu cement na a country that's made up of over 200 million populations. Only Dangote nwe license ilu refinery. Even Nigeria as a country don't have a functioning refinery. And one man single-handedly built it with the money borrowed from the Nigeria. Do you know that Jonathan, the stupid Jonathan, borrowed 3 trillion and give Dangote, and Nigeria is paying that money today? Are you people aware of this? And Dangote is the richest man. Why won't Dangote be the richest people? Because the people know what they want. What Dangote is doing with his name is not a private business. But the moment they divide that country, the northern people will take over all those things. That is why all those things, you don't see them building it in the East. You don't see them building it in Biafra land. They can only bring the branch where they will not produce and come and market for you to consume. You are the consumer, the highest consumer, and they are talking about economy. Your person, your leader, your savior is languishing in DSS study. What you can offer is your tin tomato sellout. Ibonyala. Are you proud of yourself? Only Dangote, as it is now, the same Dangote is now on a road, construction of road. So Dangote. Dangote is into assembling of car with Peugeot, Obulu, Ada. These people are rebuilding their nation because they know you cannot be part of this. The whole money Buhari borrowed, where are the money? All of them are in the north. You are still one Nigeria. Actually, let me use this medium to address Zubi Michael Onyala, the daughter of Atiku, offered you land in Abuja. You are in Eko. That is a way Gejila tag in Abuja for you to come and invest in Abuja. End of the day, they will use it against you. Be wise and don't say Mazi Achebepo don't want you. Be wise. This is how they do it. That is the way they operate. That is the way they operate. And you don't know all these things. You are building economy. What type of economy you are building in the East? The economy, Second Niger Bridge, 80 years, here. How many kilometers can Second Niger Bridge impact? Contract build that economy you are crying for. What type of economy are you building? You are building economy. You are building economy. Which type of economy? With ordinary paying of tax, with ordinary revenue, with this thing. Is that your revenue tax? Can Dangote build the refinery? Or revenue tax? Can Dangote buy into a car assembling? The reason Dangote buy into car assembling because ndi wejuligi nothing, ndi boji nothing, neko. Now I got to ahi nothing. Watch out, you finish nothing. Gamma today. Innocent will go down through the case between Innocent and GT Bank. Innocent have upper hand, but Spring Court will destroy Innocent so that Dangote will move. You game because we are fools. We are afraid. We don't know what freedom is all about. If you want Innocent to grow, to become higher, you need to restore Biafra. Innocent will go into Biafran manufacturing car with other talented Biafrans. That is the only way. Dangote is going into that thing you are seeing there will be the northern assembling car. The refinery will be there for the north. Everything they are doing there, it will be there for north. And they are telling you that you are destroying the economy as if you have economy. What economy? Mention any government federal present in Biafra land. Do you have any? What type of any company 5,000 workers federal government in Biafra land? Odilo, go to Lagos, Odi, go to Kaduna, Odi, go to North, Hakanku. And they are talking about economy. What type of economy? They are using that name economy to deceive you to remain a slave. Because a slave amalo the value of what he has. The whole money Nigeria borrow is going to Dangote's company because Obuna Hapota openly, well, one and not, it will open your eyes. It will open your eyes for you to know the truth, for them to show you that they are more intelligent than you and they are more smarter than you. That is why they are borrowing everything, building it under Dangote. Ask yourself this question. No matter how Boko Haram is terrorizing the whole north, everything Boko Haram is doing to the north, have you seen any day Dangote come out to speak about Boko Haram or grant any interview about the one Nigeria? Have you seen? No, he cannot speak. Then tell him to stay away from anything that has to do with the national affair so that he will not make mistake to leak a secret that they don't want people to consume. But you see this idiot, LPC, Onyema, Alien Onyema, now from one place to the other, no showcase his idiocy, stupidity. No share the reason because he is a fool, not smart. Egoneka APC okay. Ogama nwebe Dangote kuloku. Man, every day in Afia, we are not in Biafran to draw hatred from his people. Ask yourself, do you know who is Dan Tata? Have you seen any interview? These people are using the money they are borrowing. The Chinese are borrowing them. All these things, they are using it to build in the north with the name of private individuals so that you will not suspect it. Because you are a fool. You are destroying your economy. What economy are you talking? What do you have in our land? What did you build? What type of economy? Economy in our land. In economy. Do you have economy? If you sit at home, if you sit at home, onions. If you sit at home, tomato. If you sit at home, carrot. If you sit at home, sugarcane. Are you not ashamed of yourself that when you sit at home for one day, your people cannot feed? What does that tell you? It shows that you are poor, that you don't have freedom, that you have nothing. And you need to build those things. You need to work those things. These are the things that you need to restore Biafra so that when Mazi can have his freedom, you will have your own freedom. We see last year, a maker of bus also phone, a gonna can a phone, a maker of no into phone when he is washing on it. Would phone need deceive people. Meanwhile, he is the people collecting tax or granting interview Biafra. All of them, the condition anyhow will go and interview and they deny Biafra. They don't have any other job. And you are not smart, you are not wise enough. And they destroy tomato economy and the okra economy, cassava economy. It's economy building on with okra. Economy is inside okra, right? Your economy is inside okra. Your economy is inside tomato. Your economy is inside kulikuli. Are you not ashamed to say that your economy lies inside kulikuli? Ordinary kulikuli, how much is kulikuli your economy lie? Kulikuli, how many people nata kulikuli? Kulikuli na talk haja. Beta o jidege akpanti kulikol. What type of freedom do you need for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What type of freedom? What do you understand by the freedom? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is all these things I am mentioning now. When you Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have this freedom, Biafra will have freedom. Again, we find out about Biafran refinery. Again, we find out about Biafran's auto assembly. Again, we find out about Biafran telecom. Again, we find out about Biafran everything. It will create more job. That is why I tell you, you don't build the economy in another man's land. You build the economy after your freedom. A slave don't build empire. A slave anale empire. That's what I say. In as far as you are an Igbo man, in as far as you are an Ishekiri man, in as far as you are an Isom man, in as far as you are an Urobo man, you are a Kwere man, you are anywhere, you are a slave to Nigeria. You are a slave to Nigeria. No doubt about it. God bless. Do you know what is called? Do you know what is called confederation, cohabitation? Do you know what is it? That is Yagwagini Yana practice. Through federalism, Nigana practice. Use what you have to get what you want. Or you have Biafra stand. Use what you have to get what you want. What do you have? Every region has something. In olden days, and when you find out what trade by barter, and I can afford today, use what you have to get what you want. You want this telephone, I have this speaker. Then we exchange. And you check the value of the two. We check it and we exchange it. And now, Baggy, you are destroying economy. Well, that is useless economy. What is the economy? Do you have economy? Ask yourself, the billions of dollars borrowed by Buhari, why is there Kebo Banyan? At least you will see where they are putting it. And nobody is being facing any crime. The reason they are still laying now, another bastard idiot. Hagi job we control on Olugodu die on Nezusuka Jonathan. All these companies, infrastructures, factories in a building are not with the name of the Northern people. Ask yourself, God said the Northern person if a factory got to his background, the qualifications, nialo, factory in Uneji 3 million alu factory. Factory is not 50 million. How come these people need a Jalose factory? Because Nigerian factory, the government, everything will be under the federal government. They know all these things. Women even about privatization, have privatized Yana, able to go in the name of Nigeria, and then Monagina Bana post that money. In well bolo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, and now bagging sit at home, civil disobedience, that we have nothing to offer. But you see, but we are the same economy. Economy is going down. Economy okra. Economy okra. Economy tomato. Do you have refinery? Do you know when you say you have refinery that you sit at home that you will lose money from refinery? I will be listening to you. Do you have a cement company? I dare you. Where are the companies? Where is your economy? Your governors are using you as a they use you for ritual. Imagine rice and beans economy. And you are proud to say you are an Igbo man. You are proud to say you better remain in one Nigeria. This is the right time. If you are Biafran, this is the right time to know a true Biafran. You don't need to look by the side. Fight for what you belong, what you believe, Fight for your right. You don't have economy. You don't build the economy before fighting for freedom. You fight for freedom before building economy. Ị ga-azọtagodo anị before ịzọba ute maka na ị ga-azọba ute zọtacha ute pụtazie ma onwere ọzọ anị ị ga-azọta ị ga-ejizi ute ị ga-alalụ n'elu ute nya bụ na ibunye onwe gị overload. You have given yourself a work mana ịzọta anị wee jụọzeta ute ịpụta ife ebe idosere ute gị ma jụọ gị where is your own portion in the zoo? Obasanjo promised you second Niger bridge. Jonathan promised you second Niger bridge. Boo promised you second Niger bridge. Presidency promised you second Niger bridge. Now, Atiku Geji second Niger bridge where campaign. Ribadu Geji second Niger bridge where campaign. Ojus Okalu Geji second Niger bridge where campaign. Peter the killer Yeji second Niger bridge where campaign. Rochas Aboga Hausa Geji second Niger bridge where campaign. All the criminals Osimbajo Geji second Niger bridge where campaign. Yahaya Bello Geji second Niger bridge where campaign. Is second Niger bridge economy? Is second Niger bridge what we say? Will it bring development to the east? Will second Niger bridge bring a job opportunity to the east? Will second Niger bridge create company for the east? Will second Niger bridge make what will second Niger bridge bring to you that all of them are using it as if it's an achievement? The road is it for you? Road that everybody will be passing, they are using to campaign for you. Are you not stupid? And somebody will tell you that second Niger bridge is the reason why you will throw away your freedom. And I say, Buhari have started the second Niger bridge. Ask yourself, how many bridges are in the north? Flyovers. How many days, months? The casting. Do you know that Buhari brought pipe from Niger Delta to Niger Republic? How many days go take? The dry seaport, Nnamdi Kanu. How many months and years does it take them? And they're gonna KG. Dry seaport, how many days? These are the things you need to look into, and you are not thinking. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All these things is where the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You must not allow your tomato economy to deprive you of having your freedom. These people, the worst part of it is that they will come and tell you that the North are not educated. Now, what is Dangote doing? Assembling of car. Dangote will assemble of the car. One neck and wagya. Obolo negalo school. Ipatego. Itinye professor nefichalu gishu. Dangote have known the game. Joanwegi, I dare them. Let them interview Dangote, the situation of Nigeria, and what he have to say about the Boko Haram. Why is he not talking about the Nigerian unity? Why are they not sending Dangote to talk about Nigerian unity? Because the hatred will not, he will not know when he will tell the journalists the truth that I don't believe in one Nigeria. What is one Nigeria all about? Who cares? Why is it that there is no Dangote company they produce here original in Anambra State, in Enugu State, in Ebonyi State, in Abia State? Eh? Why? You are afraid to take the rightful step to restore Biafra. Why are you afraid? Your freedom lies in your hands. Freedom is taken, not given. Nobody will give you your freedom. The day we are ready to do the sacrifice, to pay the price of freedom, is that day you will see them talking about Biafra restoration. Nobody, no single person will talk about Biafra restoration. What they will be going now is, okay, let's see how we will bail mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Nobody will be talking about Biafra restoration. They can talk about bailing of mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but they cannot talk about Biafra restoration. Ask yourself, why? Because mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are not doing something to free him. They want to use mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They know that since the people don't know who they are left from their right, let us use their leader and achieve something on our own. That is why from now to February, you will not see any politician that will talk against IPOB and mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They will be looking for solution. The reason is because all of them want to contest for general election, because you are not doing anything. And the election will hold successfully because we are weak. We don't know the value of freedom. If we know the value of freedom, you will make sure that there will be no movement, not even foul. Outside of Wolu pepper soup. But we cannot do it because we are coward. 1 week is too much. 1 week is too big. What is 1 week? 1 week, Ebuka. Just 2 days sit at home every week, 2 days. It's okay. Just 1 month. How many months sit at home did we do before Devil might tell you that he will go for mazi Nnamdi Kanu release? Before the whole stakeholders from the whole region, Biafra. How many sit at home did we do before the human rights lawyer organization speak about the illegal rendition of mazi Nnamdi Kanu? How many sit at home, Kaime, before the world starts speaking? But today, ask yourself, how come the zoo government, for more than 7 good months, the zoo government have refused to even tell the world or tell Biafrans how they kidnap our leader, for us to even know how the procedures they use to kidnap our leader? Nobody knows about it. The government will not tell you because we are not doing anything, because we are not ready, because we don't want to pay the price. We are afraid. The only thing we qualify and we are perfect of doing is calling ourselves Sabo. Yeah, Sabo, they don't spare you. You are not an IPOB. But you cannot confront the real men. You cannot do the needful. Anya hi na akpasabo onwe gi one on one nyu ọma mmiri na akwa nwe gi na akọrọ ngwelu metal pịawa ga ịmalụ na mmadụ niile abụlọ somebody ya depụta na amaja ibu onye ala ka ebe run go things. You cannot get your freedom without being in charge of your land. Are we in charge of Biafran land? The answer is no. Are we in charge of our land? Are we in total control of our land? So when the enemy is in charge of your land, how can you now control anything? How can you now make things happen? When you have not even know where your boundary is, you don't even know where you start and where you stop. How can you get your referendum? Do you know that referendum come with map? Do you know that referendum come with a group of people that made up of this thing? Ask yourself, who are you fighting for? What are we doing? Are we confused? Are we fighting ourselves? Are we killing ourselves? The answer is yes. We are confused and we are killing ourselves. We are fighting ourselves. We have not faced the real enemy. I can add to Aka. This one is not it's no longer IPAPO. Let us kill him. After Kibuchelie, the enemy will surely kill you. Then you will understand what it means to be your brother's keeper, not your brother's killer, to unite with your brother. You will understand that Biafra restoration is not a thing of a joke. Many people are trying to make this Biafra restoration to look like a caricature things. They are trying to make mazi Nnamdi Kanu become a mockery before the enemy by trying to stop every effort that they need to put in a place for mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be freed. And when you speak, they will ask you, who are you? My friend, if I am nobody, why are you fighting for my freedom? If MAP is nobody, why do you need the freedom of MAP? You should allow me to be where I am. But because I am somebody, that's why you are fighting for me. If mazi Nnamdi Kanu see us as nobody, he will not be in DSS custody today. He will just join the politicians. So why are you speaking rubbish? The freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the shoulder of every Biafran. And the earlier we start asking for Biafra referendum, is better for us. The earlier we start asking for Biafra referendum, is better for us. Because what we need now is Biafra restoration. Because Biafra restoration lies the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you want to danger the life of mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free mazi Nnamdi Kanu without Biafran flag, you will see Keto Biati. He will be running up and down. Kosi Kiba Asylum. What are you doing? If I ask you, what have Biafrans done to free their leader? Nothing. Nothing. We have not made a stand. They are just beating around the bush. When the world have already told us, this is what you need to do for us to intervene. mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself said with his own mouth that he meets the white people for Biafran restoration. They will ask him, what are you doing? Go and start doing something before we come. Do you think that the thing they ask him to start doing is to go and sleep in DSS dungeon? And the people are going about their business? Our politicians are not the problem. We are the problems of the politicians. I disagree on this, that our politician is the problem. No, we are the problem. Are you not the person that vote them? During election, are you not the person that come out to vote? Are you not the person who vote them? Come for campaign, sit at home, you will not sit at home. Each or 2,000 naira with Mpomot. Mpomot. If you leave the politicians and their family alone, would they hold our brother, our leader? No. If you avoid 2,000 naira with Mpomot malt and the can of malt, would they hold you down? No. If they call for rally, you sit in your house and go about your business, would they hold you down? No. But they call for rally, they give you gun, you come and kill your brother. You mobilize it, you share 2,000. If they give you the money, you take and you sit at home, would that be your problem? They will know that you don't longer believe in them. Desert them. Disassociate yourself from them. But you will not. You will say, no, if we boycott election, they will plant the governor. Didn't you vote for Meka Ihedioha? Where is he today? He's a Muslim man. The Supreme Court chased him out. Watch for Soludo. Give Soludo 6 months in power or 1 year maximum. He will come to APC. Believe you me. Forget Yana Machayari. We know him. Onye bụ na ifu nkumele oke promise wee gbagote na power na bukali sabo. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What type of freedom teach for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? The freedom you gave him in 2015 to 2017 that almost consumed his life? Is that the kind of freedom you want for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Or you need a total freedom for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? If you want the kind of freedom you give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu before, our lawyers can do that perfect without your help. But if you need the total freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our lawyers cannot do that. The people that can do that is me and you, the Biafrans on ground. Protests in Europe cannot do that. Protests in abroad cannot do that. Any protest that you are doing cannot do that. What will bring that round table talk is total economic sanction. Total disobedience. Onyo again what a round table discussion. Nkono na political solution. Only for some. Imagine Nnamdi Kanu Potagodo Gagwagin Huna Wala fuck up. This is what I told you people. Ikayaga na that total this thing. Ikayaga na that total civil disobedience. Some people think that the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is to just go and bring him out of DSS. No, that is not freedom. If we bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out of DSS custody without Biafran restoration, you have not given Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom. You don't know what freedom to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu means, because if you bring him out and they seize him in Abia, say that he will not go travel out, his family will not come to Abia to live with him, because that is a danger zone. It's a red zone. So have you given him the freedom? No. That means you don't know, you don't understand what freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is all about. When you say you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, what type of freedom do you want for him? Total liberation, total freedom? The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that will lead to the freedom of every black race in Africa and the world, or the freedom that will make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be seeking asylum in his own fatherland? Ask yourself, what are we doing? Asuta freedom na grammar, a bloat freedom na vocabulary. Freedom. You get your freedom through your action. In his last broadcast, he said that he will be in the front. He is in the front. Nobody again to be with him. We are afraid. What do you understand by the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What type of freedom? What do you know that is freedom? What do you know? Can female understand by the freedom? Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What type of free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do you want? Free him with what? With what type of condition? Okay, the condition is you free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is the condition you are free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with? Is the condition of bring one plot of land in Abuja? Come and bring 10 serving senators. Bring one serving governor. A civilian with his five level working. Year one. Is that the type of freedom you want? Una topunalo this idiot on Elomu Matu. Congratulations, you are here by block. And that tolerate in the here. Congratulations. You don't make noise here. Don't you people should not bother to reply the animal. Just leave him. I have blocked his destiny. The freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be Biafra restoration, because the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration. And the Biafra restoration does not lie in the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You bring mazi Nnamdi Kanu now, the Biafra restoration does not lie there. The freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration. The freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just for him to come out from DSS. The freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not just for him to be paid 1 billion. The freedom we are talking here is the freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the restoration of Biafra. Without the restoration of Biafra, mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't have freedom. Onwelo freedom onwe. Like nya nolo in England, like nya nolo in Israel. Onwelo freedom. Because a prince adachi na mba. Eze anala no na mba chi obodo ye. Ha! Ndị be anyị. Obuzikwanu ndị Igbo ka anyị bụ. Are we still the children of Chukwu Okike Abịam onye pụrụ ime ihe niile? Chineke ga-anụnye anyị nwaanyị kponye anyị ute yipụkwuola anyị akwa. God have given us the Savior, the Ohamadike. Why can't we rally around and do the needful? Why can't we pay our own price? Why are we afraid? Why are we this coward? Why can't us take this thing upon ourselves? Why? I am asking you people, why? Why? Look at the way we are behaving. Everybody is talking trash because you are benefiting 10,000 from Hope Uzodinma or from one politician. You don't want your freedom because you don't know the value. If you know the value of freedom, you will know that 10,000 naira is nothing. It's not up to 20 euro here. It's not up to. But out of your stupidity and inzuzubility, you are thinking you have arrived. Makanine send a picture on a government house. After 4 years, will you still snap the picture? Mba. Ask yourself, the freedom of our people. You cannot build the economy in another man's nation because it's not your land. You don't deserve it. Fight for your freedom first before you talk about economy. Look at the way the Fulani Janjaweed are playing UNOS. Ha na-agba anyị more than 10-0. Ndị a na-agba anyị go. Ife na-agwa gị ya bụ na ịbịa na Nigeria today, the Fulani are more smart. They are more intelligent. They play the game. They understand the game more than us. That is why the government is borrowing money and giving it to individuals. How many Northern people have you seen EFCC question? How many? How many of them? Okay, Hadilo corrupt. And you saw Ganduje with dollars, dollar man. EFCC, you see that place, they are blind. They don't see a Rufai. That is why I am calling on our people to rise up, to do the needful. The only way. Don't forget, sit at home. Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say this and they are this and that this. Monday, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's day. You are not sitting at home because of DOS. You are not sitting at home because of autopilot. You are sitting at home because of Biafrans. You are sitting at home because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are sitting at home because of Biafra referendum. And that is why you need to implement the civil disobedience. That is why economic sanction, you need to embark on it. Whatever you are doing today, You are doing it for yourself. You are not doing it for Mazi Achebe Paul. You are not doing it for anyone. You are paying your own price. You are giving your own sacrifice. And all of you, in this celebrity, they are now giving you land in Abuja for your birthday. You think they love you. The same way they give you the land, develop it. That's the same way how you piawaga azuna pugia. Obo na ha choy na pugia igba akwala hamonyo oku. Wagino crisis. You can't do more than a dead rat. Where if you get me? One if they want to give you land, let them give you land. Let them give you land in your village. Let them give you land in your own village, and so that they will be your village. These are the way Hajebe ndị ba anyị bata mgbe a na north enye ha na 50 naira, 100 naira, 1000 anya na agbago, because they know that you think you have seen a cheap land, you go and develop them. What is happening today? They are telling you that if you go the reason you don't build the economy before your freedom. You fight for freedom before your economy. The same way Hanachila Potunu Nine to the north. End of the day, Ashunu, you say you want to go, your landed properties, your fixed asset, we will take over, and you each billions and millions of naira and dollar eating there. You will now say, let me exchange my freedom with this, my property, and I will become a slave. That is what the Biafrans are suffering today in the north. That is the reason why you are suffering. Cheap article. Penny wise, palm foolish. Cheap articles have killed Biafrans. You want to impress who? Ndibo are the true one Nigerianism. Ndibo are the true useless, foolish people. Because before, when your first brother, other people go there, ask yourself, who do you abandon your land to? Do you want to tell me that all your business, everything is in Igbo land today? You will not know what freedom is all about. You will not damn the consequences of the Fulani Janjaweed and the request for Biafra. They are using your properties in the north. That is the problem. The freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in the shoulder of every Biafran. And every Biafran must rise up to enforce this civil disobedience. Someone told me that, do you hear what Naya Baribe said? That mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that he did not authorize any sit at home. Yes, of course, I saw it. Did you need mazi Nnamdi Kanu to authorize it before you embark on it? Are you foolish? So you want mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come and tell you that he authorized sit at home? So what is the use of you to mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ke ulu iba to mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ke ulu iba? So you are expecting mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out and protest. Did mazi Nnamdi Kanu authorize you to go out in Italy to protest? Did mazi Nnamdi Kanu authorize you to go to London to protest? Why didn't you say that mazi Nnamdi Kanu did not authorize a foreign protest? Why in DSS? Come on, use your brain. Use all your brain. Or see Shokimali Fikwesli, you know, Lodia na Neku Konye Bampuru Miri. Neku Mpuru Miri no na South Africa. Imalife. Imalife. You are the one to fight for mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be freed. You are the one to fight for the total freedom. Because when you are fighting, they will ask mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why call these people to order? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will tell you that I am not the person who sent them. Go and meet them. Ask them what they want. When they tell you what they want, you will now solve it for them. I don't have hand with them. I have already called it off. Ask them. The people need to start fighting. The government will now come in and they ask you why your leader have cancelled this thing. Your leader have suspended this thing. Why are you doing it? At this point, you will now tell them that free our leader. For us to stop this thing, go and negotiate the Biafran referendum. We need our referendum. You need to do it. So you want mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out to be in DSS and be giving you order. Still tell mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be in DSS custody to tell you to carry on. Ebumado. You don't know what you are doing. The freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu lie in the shoulder of every Biafran. Because the masses need to take it upon themselves. When the masses take it upon themselves to fight for their leader, when you love your leader, you need to do everything within your power to free your leader. But when you don't love your leader, that is when you will not say, let my leader defend himself. How can your leader defend himself from the hand of enemy? Why is your leader having you as his follower? Why are you following mazi Nnamdi Kanu as your mentor? Why are you calling mazi Nnamdi Kanu as your leader? Why are you calling mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he is the one you are following? Now, Aka Palona that's your leader. Aka Palona that's your master. Aka Palona that's your savior. You need to become a savior to that your savior. Well, that is what you need to do. You need to do it. You don't need to wait for me. You don't need to wait for mazi Nnamdi Kanu to tell you this. You need to do it to show the zoo government that they cannot hold our leader and be doing business and be going around as if nothing happened. The truth must be told. And MAP is here to tell you that truth. Me like here, me like here. Your ear, in as far as being on this platform, your ear must hear that truth that you are afraid to hear. Your ear must hear it because you are in a truth platform. If you don't want to hear the truth, in one truth platform, brain. Because I am here to tell you the truth, because I am just a messenger of truth. That truth you hear from mazi Nnamdi Kanu that make you to follow him. Why are you running away from the truth now that I am telling you the truth? If I ask you, why are you afraid to hear that the same truth you say you hear and the follow mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why are you afraid of the truth now that in the absence of mazi Nnamdi Kanu? I will not block him because he's being carried away by emotion. People like us, we stand with our words, whether good or bad. DOS is not our problem. Our problem is the masses united to do the needful? Poor people blame always find who to blame, but rich people take responsibility. That is why I will always like us to take our responsibility, take our blame. The function of free mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be on the people. Stop waiting for someone to make it happen. That is why I am here telling you, for you to know what you're supposed to do, so that you will know how to implement what you're supposed to do. The people need to take actions. The people cannot give themselves, push themselves to the war. No, we don't need to go to war. No, it's not acceptable because we are not prepared for it. What is the weapon we have? The weapon is total civil disobedience. Economic sanction. With other ones, not only one thing. In this Biafra referendum, in this Biafra restoration, you should know the area you are capable of. Then fix yourself. Don't wait Chike to fix you in. Don't wait for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to fix you in. Don't wait for China Samuel to fix you in. Don't wait for Simon Ekpa to fix you in. Know the right thing to do. And do it. After the restoration of Biafra, then you go inside. If you want to sleep, you sleep. And our people need to know what unity is all about. We need to come together and unite to face our enemy. Because this division you people are talking. This division is why Nigeria is borrowing money and give to Dangote, why Innocent is languishing. Innocent cannot find help from anywhere to make Innocent car more global. But today, Nigeria have borrowed money. Ask yourself, where were you and your stupid thinking, with your popo brain, with your vocabulary, with your grammar, with everything, Emma? Where were you when the illiterate in the north use your name and the revenue you are generating in Biafra land to borrow money from China to give Dangote to start assembling a car with a Peugeot? Where were you? Kedebe with your popo grammar, with your foolish, idiotic brain. Where were you? You were nowhere. You can claim that you know it all. Omini no West. Omini Noah. Nnamdi no West. Where were your knowing? But if we are together with one voice, we could have demanded for Ibeto to be given license to produce whatever he wants to produce. We could have demanded for Innocent to be made a national car before now. Give Dangote 1 year. Dangote assembling car will become a national Nigerian national car. They will ban importation of car within 1 year. Go and mark it. That is because the people are blessed. That is because the North are in unity. That is because the North know what they want. If I ask an Igbo man, what do you want now? He will tell you he wants second Niger bridge. If you come to Anambra, ask them, what do they want? Second Niger bridge. I'll go to Imo, what do you want? Hotel. But what do you want? Overhead crossover bridge. None of them know what they want. They are foolish. Then join them together and bring them in one table. Ask them what they want. They will tell you Igbo presidency. Because they know nothing. Because Navamalife, because Hamalo how to run contest with other people. In a check Olugi presidency. President Pegbuo gone there. Some people in this Biafra struggle now think that this struggle is between Chike Doziem and Simon Ekpa. Makani Luche. Makani Malana Chike Doziem is a Biafran, Simon Ekpa is a Biafran. That in Biafra, two of them will go to their separate state. Imalo, Negen different states, and two of them can never be in the same state because the distance is too far. Imakwadife, Abapo imebe keu. Why indi Igbo jemba alcohol no ha mebe ka onu akọ ha? John Paul, look the topic I am treating here. So it has nothing to do with IPO, DOS, ERAT. The topic I am treating here is all about what do you understand by the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What does freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu mean to you? I expect you people from comment section to be bringing what it shows everything out to help out to create this awareness. I am not here to tackle some people like David Ezibekwe here. I am not here to. I am here as spirit lead me. Don't allow yourself to do something irrelevant. Some people have done. The match now is between two parties, leaving the real enemy. am MAP. Anolom Nifana Lokaba. One man squad. Anolom anyone. Mputangwaga Kodi. Ian no restore Biafra. I am not interested in politics. Makandi Netena. When they restore Biafra, I come and do politics. One restore Biafra. Mbatala Biafra. Me back on Oban. Okay, water. The same gossip, mazi Nnamdi Kanu gossip pugide, mazi Nnamdi Kanu gossip pugide, or gossip pugide, you follow nya, or gossip pugide, follow mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same gossip, mazi gossip, kapola chebena gossip today. Why are you jealous of the gossip today? It shows that you have an evil spirit in you. That is why you don't know when to fight for your master. You don't know when to save your master from the hands of the enemy. You are waiting for your master to face the whole enemy while in their hand. Kedunu kodu edunu possible na mazi gemife nine in the hands of the enemy. That means you are of no use. That means there is no need Mazi will be bragging that he has IPOB is the largest mass movement. Because you are of no use. This is the time for you to show your large mass movement. If it is large mass coward or large mass important heroes that need legend, the men that matters, this is the time to show it. This is the time for us to know the kind of the followers Mazi has. If you don't know what freedom of Mazi is all about, that means you don't know, you know nothing. You know nothing. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in our hands. It lies in our hands. You claim to love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What type of love do you have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Ke the love or What type of love do you have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ma jogi? What type of love do you have for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are you proud of the suffering Mazi is passing through today? Do you want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to continue suffering because you want to become a hardcore? If you are hardcore IPOB, you need to be bringing suggestions and ideas on how to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That's all you can do. I have come to preach the gospel truth, and that gospel truth is what I am here to do. Our leader is in DSS custody. We must do everything within our power. And that thing that will free our leader is total disobedience. The time we come together and the fight to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and they take that bull by the horn, the word will be speaking. Have you asked yourself how all of a suddenly the Nigerian who kidnap illegal kidnap, illegal rendition our leader back to the zoo is not answerable to any court, and they have not explained it. That is to tell you that we are not doing anything to know. We are not asking that question. You have not mounted the pressure to know. Each donyo she touch on your kwezoku, we're supposed to be torturing Nigeria. We're supposed to be torturing Nigeria so that Kahamalu no Hana nation nemiye. We need to torture them. This broadcast will end in next 5 minutes. Before it ends, let me just tell you that Biafrans, what do you understand? Or what do you know? What does Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom mean to you? What it means, the meaning of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom is the total freedom of Biafra restoration. Biafra restoration is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom means to me. Without Biafra restoration, you cannot give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu any freedom. Without Biafra restoration, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot have freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot have freedom by sending lawyers to go and pay him. That is not freedom. You cannot give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom by sending him back to Kenya. That is not freedom. You cannot give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom by sending him back to UK. That is not freedom. You cannot give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom by sending him to Israel. That is not freedom. You cannot give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom by sending him to Afari Beku so that he will be there without Biafra restoration. That is not freedom. The only freedom that you can give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that will be cherishable to every Biafran and every person is the freedom of Biafra restoration, is the restoration of Biafra referendum. That is the only true freedom you can give Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Every other thing is a bondage to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It's not a freedom. It's a bondage. And he knows that. And for him to get that total freedom, which is the Biafra restoration, Biafrans need to rise up, economic sanction, civil disobedience, implement everything that is implementable, do everything that is doable, give anything that is givable, sacrifice anything that is sacrificable, fight anything that is fightable to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the freedom Mazi need. Many of you will not like it, but the truth must be told. You cannot continue hiding or shying away from the truth. We must come out with boldness and fight. When we start fighting, that is when we will know we have arrived. We have not started fighting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, that is a guerrilla war. The war has started, but we are running away instead of to fight. The best defense is to attack. Are we attacking? In Achaka, Israel, Britain, all those things are foul. You don't tell me that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't sanction any seat at home, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't sanction this, don't sanction that. You are the one to sanction it, to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. When you free him, tell him that you love him, you want him out. That is why you are doing everything. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out, everything I am doing today is because I want Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to come out. Call me saboteur because I want my leader to be out and I will answer you. Call me evil person because I want Biafra restoration to come out, to come to fulfillment. I will answer you. Call me all sort of name. I will not get angry until I get what I want. Because the white man said that, call me whatever I want because I want something from you. When I get what I want, call me a name and I will show you the color that I am. I will show you what I am made of. As it is now, call us a kind of name. We will answer you with happiness. But when Biafra is restored, come near and call us some names. We will tell you who you are and we will put you place where you belong. We fear nobody. We respect everyone. On this note, I will drop the curtain here. I don't think anyone want to say one or two things. If you have something to say, you can write me. I will drop the link. Then you have your 2 minutes to say it. Tell our people. But if you are coming here to tell me DOS this, DOS that, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that, I don't want to listen to that. All those things. We have passed that stage. That's all I have to tell you as it is now. I will drop the link just for 10 minutes. I will hear from people. If you have questions, you can ask me and I will answer you. Simple as that. If you have your own opinion, what you think, you can bring it on so that the world and the Biafrans will know what it's all about. Remember, we still have this economic sanction to treat. We have not explained it. I have dropped the link. You can click it and join. So that we move. It's not all about quarter. No. Let us create the awareness so that our people will know what it's all about. Fabian, Uguna, the link is there. Ezichago mozi on spirit in Shimji. I have said it, and I think the message is clear. The freedom of mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the restoration of Biafra. That is all I can tell you. Welcome to the program, Fabian. Ugu.
Maza Tebe Paul, MP1 Ezoku Bondo. Good evening, brother.
Good evening, my brother. You are welcome to the program.
Good evening, brother. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear. You can go ahead.
Okay, my brother. I thank you very much for the program you are hosting. I really appreciate you because you are a man of truth. The way you said, I'll be following you and I see the truth in you. I just want to congratulate you because of one thing. You place the thing the way it's supposed to be. You don't side anybody. You don't belong to any group. But you say the truth, no matter the way it will sound for people to hear or to understand. I love your way. I love everything you do. And I'm encouraging you to stand on the path of truth. Don't deviate, because truth is the best way in this struggle. Because I can see many of other brokers, because of one or two reasons, or intimidation, or the way they subdue them, they will because of it go down or go in the wrong path. But I really appreciate your way forward and your fairness and your truthful. So I'm thanking you for standing firm and urging you to always be on the truth path. Don't allow anybody to intimidate you, because in this struggle now, intimidation is too much. And don't side any group that you know that will not yet anything good in this struggle. And again, partaking the economic sanction we are talking about, my brother, the awareness is supposed to be more created more than as we are talking it now. But the way we are creating the awareness is too poor. It's too poor. Apart from you, that is even updating us now about the awareness. Although Mazi Simon I have spoke about it, and the other platform have shared a logo partaking the economic sanction. But the way we are moving too slow. We're supposed to at least host a broadcast that people will contribute to their idea about how, when, and where, time and date are we going to give a mandate for those Abru that is taking those collection from people, that is taking money from our sellers in the market, to stop from so time to so time, anybody caught on that act will be treated by IPOB maltreatment. So that's what I expect we should be doing now. Yeah, that's what I have to say, my brother. I don't know what you have to say about that.
Thank you. Like I always tell our people that you don't go about implementing something without lecturing our people on that area. Like this morning, let me use one of our mother called me and said that he watched my video about economic sanction. And she started telling me that she don't know that I am this wicked, that how can she sell her market? How can she now go about her business, that I want her to stay at home to implement economic sanction? That the Monday sit at home is okay for them, that she can be sitting Monday sit at home. But that economic sanction, how can I sanction them not to be selling again? You know, I was like, Mama, not, I don't mean you people. So I took time to explain the meaning of economic sanction, because many of our people don't know what it is. Because now, you know, when you got school, what you are on, water. Many people know the market. When you mention economic sanction, they will think that they are the one you are sanctioning. They don't know. They don't even know that economic sanction is a way of punishing government. That is, it will even benefit them. The little money they are paying to government, they will keep it to themselves. So, and like I promise you that I will still go deep on this very one. But this topic, as it just come my mind, I want to treat it the way I treat it. But that economic sanction, because of that, Mama, I will bring a time to go bit by bit to explain it so that our people will understand it, what it is. It's all about. So for them like me, I would say that we must not be in a hurry to implement it, because you need to lecture the people, educate the people you are telling to do this thing, so that they will know and how they will avoid the risk and what they're supposed to do at every given moment, every given time, how to do other things, because all those things is what the media is all about. So that's why it pains me when I see the media, they are still talking about the DOS, talking about Simon Ekpa. It doesn't give me joy, because we have a lot of work to do. The media supposed to be explaining every idea bit by bit, one by one, so that our people will be knowing it. So you will let them know the result of what you're about to do, like this economic session now. Our people don't know that that is the only way you can get the people who are occupying the governmental office, the office of the government. I mean, the government parastatals. All these things are the way to involve them. Some people think that you can involve a governor to talk about Biafra by shouting on, like I am broadcasting. No, you have to touch him. You have to hit him. He will not ask, what hit me? You will not say, I'm the one who hit you. Why do you hit me? This is the reason. You have drawn the attention. All these things are collective work, division of labor for media warrior. That is why before Mazi do something, you will hear him announce it. Why he announced it is for the media to move it so that people will be aware before he will do that. So, but today, where are the medias? Gossiping and attacking have taken over the media. So that is why I am so worried about our media, and I am so disappointed. So, my brother, thank you.
Okay, Mazi, one more thing before I go off. I want to ask you now, what about, okay, think this thing in this dimension now. What about if Biafran implement this economic sanction, and our people, or let me say, okay, let me call them now, DOS, now said, come to Radio Biafra, said that they are not involved of anything, because our people still listen to them, still take action from them. They will not, any news they bring from Emma Powerful, both Channel TV, both MTA News, both BBC, we carry it on. And you know that our people all sometimes even take news from Channel TV, BBC, NTA. What about when Biafra give this economic sanction and DOS now come and counter it, said that they are not aware is any people that you see that disturbing government not to take their revenue or not to take anything from our people is an Honduras or is a criminal. Now our people will not have two minds. They will not know the one to follow again. They don't know the one whether they will follow, because when they say such a thing, many people will become a victim, because when other give and the other counter again, it will become a two voice raising, and when two voices are shouting, no one is shouting. So what do you think? What do you have to say when that time come? What will you say our people should do to be in a right dimension?
My brother, this question is very, very important, and I must tell you that it's very, very sensitive. And I love this question. I love this question. I wish people that will be coming to my platform will be asking this kind of intelligent question. I will be more happy, because I love confronting intelligent questions like this, so that our people will learn. Because first of all, I will tell you that you don't expect DOS not to counter that order, because DOS are the mouthpiece of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you don't expect him to be in DSS custody to support that order. So if Biafrans know what they want, they will first of all know the result they will get in embarking on this thing. So it will be, Biafrans will first of all know that DOS will counter this order. Our leader will counter this order, but they know that this thing we're about to do will favor DOS, we favor our leader, we favor our Biafrans. And this thing now will bring the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This thing will free every DOS that is in bondage, because all of us are in bondage in this room. So it is the duty of the Biafrans to take it upon themselves to free their leaders who are in bondage, because DOS is in bondage, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in DSS. These two people need our support to free. They are fighting for us. And I will tell you that DOS is like they are in DSS custody now. The DOS are like in DSS custody with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So at this point of time, Biafrans need to rescue them. Biafrans need to save DOS and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu by rising up to make a demand. What is that demand? We have chosen to do this thing. If you want us to stop, go and meet our leader in DSS. What he tell you is what we do. Or grant our leader interview, let him address us. Me and you know what Mazi is capable of. You make a demand. So if Biafrans are doing this thing, automatically Mazi will know that yes, Biafrans have risen up, they know what they want. And if Biafrans back down, that is they don't know what they want. It's either you want your freedom, you rise up for your freedom, or you don't want your freedom, you give away your freedom. So before Biafran, that is why Biafrans, you need to pass this message. They will understand the result. So while embarking on this thing, Biafran will be looking at the result, not at who counter it. Let me give you an example. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu shifted the Biafran Heroes Day that fall on Sunday to on Monday, governors counter it, Uchemefo counter it, Uwazirike counter it, Asari counter it, but did he hold?
Yes, he hold.
Why did he hold? Because Biafrans know what they want.
Yes.
So at this point, what your duty, my duty, is to let Biafra know what they want. And when the Biafrans know what they want, they will go for what they want. DOS, are they Biafrans? I'm asking you.
Come again. Repeat your question.
DOS,
I didn't know I have small network problem.
I said
no.
DOS.
They are just an office.
DOS are
No. They are just an office.
No, they are
It's we masses.
It's like telling me that it's office in Biafra that representing Biafra. So when Biafra rise up to do something, automatic. Okay, DOS, where are they from?
They are from Biafra land.
Hey, they are Biafran. They are Biafran. So when Biafra, when Biafrans rise up, automatically DOS are rising up. So allow the counter. The important thing is the masses.
Yes, yes. You are right. Because from this thing you said now. You are right. Because I remember when the US council sit at home, but the sit at home is still going because is what people want.
Yes.
The council want to sit at home, but the people still want it. It keep on going. Yes, you are right. If we know what we want, stand on what we want.
Yes, simple. That is how it is. So Biafran must know what they want and go for it. So when Biafran rise, the day any Biafran rise, that day Mazi will be in DSS and be on Akiga for Mazi on Eko na DSS. If you go Mazi Kobi and a court, buy his bomb na Babu 2015.
Oh no, he never.
You know the reason because Biafrans of 2015 rise and have protest and then megasi. Only a Mazi Joy. Only I called you Eba Buhari. You are a madman. You think you can jail me? You cannot jail me. Only people why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu Bataze court to throw you? Because the people throw you. When the people rise, it will boost the morale of our leader. And our leader will know that the masses have risen to the mind. Mazi, check here the interview, Mazi, Stephen, our Stephen and Machie. He asked Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, now that Uchemefo and Asari have declared the Kato government, what do you have to say about that government? Do you know what Mazi do? He smiled and laughed and said, you cannot declare Biafra without Biafrans. That the government of Biafra and the Biafran will be declared by the people. So,
okay.
Are we ready to declare Biafra? Are we ready to take Biafra freedom? Is left for us. That is why I tell you, what do you understand or what does Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom mean to you? That is the topic I treat today. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom means Biafra restoration. And the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lie in Biafra restoration. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not lie in our lawyer. If we go for lawyer, you are not going to save Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can only bail him, but you will not free him. But when you restore Biafra, you will free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is freedom that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu needs. The freedom to restore Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Kenya. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still an immigrant, a stranger in Kenya. He is not a free man. Carry Mazi, go back to London. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still a stranger. He is not a free man. Carry Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, go Israel. He is a stranger there. He is not a free man. Bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Afaruku without Biafra restoration. He is not a free man. His wife and children cannot come there to live. So the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lies in Biafra restoration. The moment you restore Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from that moment is a free man. That is it.
Free man. Okay, Mazi MP. You see, I hope we'll be treating this type of topic and this thing. It will help and it will go a long way. And there is some other question I could have asked, but let me give other people chance to contribute so that next time.
Thank you. Thank you, my brother. I said
okay, thank you, my mazi.
Yes.
Okay, have a nice day.
You too. MoneyGram, please. You need to remove this thing and put your picture. Don't advertise on my platform. Show yourself. I will remove you. You are not serious. When you are serious, you remove that your advertisement. Barry Joma, I wish you can come on this live program now for you to educate me, since I don't know anything. I would love for you to educate me, but you are afraid. You are a coward. I deal with men that are not coward. Click the link. Come here. Teach me, so that you will not be on comment section abusing. People like you, when Mazi will be broadcasting, you will be arguing there. You will not even listen to Mazi. On this note, I will drop the curtain here. Why are you, Aku, why are you turning off your camera? Turn on your camera before I will kick you out, please. Are you there? Unmute yourself. Aku. Aku, are you there?
Hello?
Hello, why do you off your camera?
Hello?
Hello, why do you off your camera? Stop listening to yourself. Face any healing.
Hello, you're not even there now. Yes, I'm here. I'm not even there.
Stop listening to yourself. Your phone,
phone, man. I just log in a laptop now. You're not even there now.
Time.
I just log in a laptop, so I don't. I'm getting. Huh?
Gabaniru na menwelo time.
Amalamuka. You're not even there now.
You see, in a go another phone, unti. You are listening from another phone. So,
no, I'm not. I'm not listening to myself. You're not even there now.
Loud and clear. Go ahead and make your contribution. Make your contribution.
You're not even there.
The word is listening to you. Go ahead and make your contribution. The word is listening to you. Go ahead and make your contribution. Now, wow. We lost that caller. You can click the link and come back again, if you can. On this note, I think we are done for today. Thank you. Thank you. Ekene dịrị onye ọbụla wepụtara ohere wee bịa gee n'ụbọchị nke tata wee sị ka ọ mara anyị niile mma. Anyị ga-adị ka echi maka na echi ada agụ agụ. Wee sị ya ma alụ gị bụ nwoke mma ma alụ gị bụ nwaanyị mma nke onye chiri nya zelo. Asị m mmiri ata na ma azụ anwụ na. Until I come your way again, we must continue. All must hail Biafran and remain blessed.
Wafi bona chale Biafra recovery amaka kaya mano ramu. Wafi bona chale Biafra recovery kaya mano ramu. Wafi bona chale Biafra recovery amaka kaya mano ramu. Mafi bona chage Biafra ruko ya kare mano imana deka dita jarabia ikana buga baya we mana deka dita jarabia ikana buga baya Ogano chure aso coach betena bagetitin Ogago chure aso coach betena bagetitin Abo Brother Masikwala makine sirika kiweli sigiru basabo Esyo ima wana esene ne marum makiwele ndoge ego Yemana bunkage makiwe esendelu enye dia ondine kero sabo Nduhewe mborobo on weekend chuhasa Nduhewe mborobo on weekend chuhasa Sabo Atutu alala nike, atutu uru nike, ni agbego kenya. Atutu alala nike, atutu uru nike, ni agbego kenya. Otu akoga de, mbabi afraka bia, atutu ndiga ora. Otu akoga de, mbabi afraka bia, atutu ndiga ora. Oma. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kare mano. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kare mano lugo. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kare mano lugo. Wanem bianara Biafra do bianara ya dia wedere game brother Senator bianara Biafra Governor bianara Biafra Absent bianara Abataya dia wedere game brother O wanile yala o Biafra kanyi kele tuko Asimo wanile yala o Biafra kanyi kele tuko Onye furo no libo Bezi ayi mazi Nnamdi Kanu dike Obiago we tobo gibo nabo Walugo no bonye tuku di alo Walugo Ndom sina chuku akarakam sina chuku Naburu Victoria Angkwa Ndom sina chuku akarakam sina chuku na buru Victoria Ankwa Afamolugo Nembia kene na mbole kolon wepugo Mami movia kene Nembia kene na mbole kolon wepugo Nama Ayala wala na la ke chuku kwera inampa Ayala wala na la ke chuku kasirane Ala Biafra Toma bea sisele Toma Biafra tinye ke were ke tinye ha wee chigidala ha mere mmebu Biafra tinye ke were ke ha nyere ha wele dala ha mere mmebu Akụkarịka nwanyị mụrụ nwa nke na-enweghara oge agụ gụrụ Hausa ha mata ụlọala Biafra bara ha oge agụ gụrụ Hausa ka mata ụlọala Biafra bara ha ọma Yeseloye Igwe bụta ụzọ bịago agụ na-eche mba bịago dogbu na-eche niile Igwe bụta ụzọ mụ agụ na-eche mba bịago dogbu na-eche niile Nwachi na mara eju
Akụ Aku, you are welcome to the program. Makagi Kanju Enachiete.
Hello?
Makagi Kanji Nachiete back. Julie 2 minutes.
Hello?
Julie 2 minutes when you're when you
Email of my even na akọwa bụ na enwere ka ihe any dị ime nwere iwe ọbụla ihe eme na aga ị na-icheki ịbụ na akụgo 7 months or 6 months now Nnamdi Kanu nọ n'ime enwere arịrị eje arịrị ana so na and ndị anyị na-aba na-emekọ iwe bụ DOS those people bụ ego ka ba na-achụ and onye na-achụ ego otu ba na-achụ ego ba makwa ka Biafra bịa maka na ama ebe a ga-abịa eme kịta Biafra abịa ibe niile unu na-agụ bara nachala mana asị ka implement anya ba kanta anya duto na bacho ka anọrọ and the only thing ihe eme bụ na akwụsị contribute ego pocket ba dry ya ba gọta na iwu unu na-eme unu do serious unu nwa bụ Biafrans chọọ etekizi everything n'aka unu maka na ndị anyị na ba na-emekọ iwe kwụsị na banochi na bana in charge of power and everything and the chain and command. Those people will name cartel and the man even do the after ego money. The struggle at ego. So everybody struggle at ego. Anything not implement.
Mazi.
And
topic in treaty today.
And man even
a na cabo topic in treaty today. Topic inti.
Topic egem ibi ikwu ntị even ị na-ekwu ebe bụ awareness a create
ka ihe Maazị Nnamdi ka ihe freedom
ibe niile ikwu anụ m ibe niile ị na-ekwu freedom Nnamdi Kanu bụ anyị nwa bụ ka ọ dị n'aka anyị nwa bụ Biafrans anyị nwaghị eme freedom anyị nwa ka ọ dị n'aka bụ Biafrans anyị ga-eme ebe niile anyị ga-eme ka Nnamdi Kanu wapụ
nye anyị procedures na anyị nwa ga-eji wee take care
procedure na anyị akụ na bụ this civil disobedience and this economic sanction anụnwa and the economic sanction anụnwa amala m ka anyị esi wee mebe create the awareness ka ndị be anyị wa amala m amịrị ime ụzọ nwee ike nteki anyị to create awareness na the whole ndị Igbo niile, the whole Biafran land, ma ụmụ agadi nwaanyị. Amala m ụlọ nga ọ ga-eteki anyị nwa nji wee mee create the awareness people aghọta ibe bụ economic sanction. So ibe niile nwa ga-eteki a long time. For me, mmasị for me city date post onye ozugbo ọ bụ na next week si karị anya up ndị be m nwechara shop na be anyị n'ọka mma agwa onye ọbụla baa n'ụlọ. Ọ bụrụ nke a ga-aba n'ụlọ ngwa baa n'ụlọ. Ọ bụrụ nke mmasị basị akwụzi n'ụgwọ si akwụzi n'elu taasị ngwa akwụzi n'elu taasị. Ọ bụrụ na ibe ọ daa na nkụ ọgbọ akụba ọkpọ ebe ahụ masị enyezina ndị agboro ego. So ibe ọbụla a na-eme ka anyị emebe na mont aga anyị chebe ndị be anyị ndị ibe na ndị DOS 1 year ga-akụ enwere ibe anyị eme. So ọ bụrụ na a ga-eme economic sanction si mebi ozugbo because anyị chebe ka anyị create awareness for the whole Biafrans to know. Ọ ga-etake a long time and then when ndị ga na-akọ ọlụba na-agwa gị na ibe ị na-akọ na baghọtala. So si mebe on my own opinion.
Dalorinne for your Dalorinne. The implementation of this civil disobedience. But once I believe Biafrans need at least 60% gadia aware so that how be the endors are fusion ebidoge how emulate the thing. So that is the truth.
Yes.
So on this note,
maka na nkwuo datin nkịta na ọ ga-adụ very raw because ịma na ndị kedavia otu isi inwe ebe ikwu na ịchọ ka ịnọlụ neutral ị na-eneje ndị nke anya ndị emetelie ịgwava. Mana ọ na-adụ m ọ na-ewute m n'obi na ndị be anyị na anyị maara ibe anyị ya mee ka Biafra bịa, mana ndị be anyị onye ịgwavara eziokwu onye isi kpodo Simon asị ndị Ikengaba adụ happy. Mana mbịagwu Ikenga eziokwu Ikenga kọtụ ọnụ kọlụ na
abịara m ịkpa afa ndị na-enwere value here biko ikwuche gị ịchọrọ ikwu on this note we have to move.
Anyị nwa bụ Biafrans bụ unu na-azụ because Biafrans maara ibe ndị Biafrans anyị maara ebe a na-eje mara ndị na-eje for the real struggle and then unu nwa kwuru eziokwu ka anyị so ibe ọbụla gwara anyị mebe anya pass information to ndị be anyị ozugbo emebie maka na anya chọzi ibe njụ amụ oyi ọ ibe mma ebe m dị mpataka ebe a. So ibe nọ na ya ekwulere this economic sanction a emebie ozugbo onye agboro aja ama akwụkwọcha anya.
Udodi.
Thank you.
Ngwa na Dalorinne.
All right.
Ambassador of Peace. Kedumaka Oberenwa, a priest. One neighbor Joseph, someone of the old. Oberenwa Chileketere Manu. Kaka Nwa Jehovah. Kedumaka Zuma Rock. Oshakebo Rock. Asika Chukwu Kabiama Nedu Ane Janalaka. Naha Chukwu Kabiama. Se Omokumo Biama Mupagi Sana Si Pasi Boaga Omokumewo Abiama Mupagi Sana Si Pasi Boaga Mbani Omekome Awadidaya Netitindu No Mbani Omekome Do Awagedelia Netitindu No Bagi Baleago Hero Wachukwu Kabiama na Barabu Aliru Wache